Luke 12 and 34. It says, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So where you have your treasure, that's where your mind gonna be. Concentrating on that treasure. Whatever you see valuable. Let your loins be girded about and your lights burning. Your lights ain't gonna burn unless you follow what he says in the scriptures. Luke 4 and 3. No, verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Take hold of the law. Walk in the presence of the light thereof. Keep the laws of the Most High. That's going to make you, that thou mayest be illuminated. That'll make you illuminated. That'll make you shine bright. Keeping the laws of the Most High. Regardless of how anybody else feels. This is what it says. Luke 12 and 35. Let your loins be girded about. And your lights burning. Your lights burning because you're going to be following the laws of the Most High. And you tell you Proverbs 6 and 23. For more of the light. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light. So the laws are lights. And reproofs of instruction are the way of life. So, no matter how you look at it, he still let you know your light's burning, your law's burning. I mean, you following the laws, you're going to be burning. Bright, shining bright, illuminated. Verse 36 of Luke the 12th chapter. And ye yourselves like unto men that wait for their power, when he will return from the wedding, that when he cometh and knocketh, they may open unto him immediately. Blessed are those servants whom the Most High, the h.o.d.c, when he cometh, shall find watching. You got to know what to watch for. Verily, truly, I say unto you, that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them. Ooh. That's Revelations, the 3rd chapter, the 20th verse. Revelation 3, let you know what we have to do to get there. Revelations 3, man. Can you imagine supping with a h.o.d.c? Revelation 3 and 20. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him and will sup with him, and he with me. Just said he gonna serve us. To him that overcometh, you got to overcome the wiles of the devil, this wicked, evil world, and those people that's in this wicked, evil world that want to take you to hell with them. To him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne, even as I also overcame and am set down with my Father in his throne. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. So we got an opportunity to sit in his throne. Sit right with him, h.o.d.c. Going back to Luke the 12th chapter and verse 37. Luke 12:37. Blessed are those servants whom the Most High, through h.o.d.c, when he cometh, shall find watching. Verily I say unto you, that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them. You got to overcome wiles of the devil and sin. And if he shall come in the second watch, or come in the third watch, and find them so, blessed are those servants. He come in the second watch or the third watch. Blessed are those servants. Just keep watching. And just know that if the good man of the house had known what hour the thief would come, you know when that thief is coming to your house, he would have watched and had not have suffered his house to be broken through. See, you know he's coming at 9 o'clock, so you ready for him. Be ye therefore ready also. Here it is, see. Be ye therefore ready also. For the Son of Man cometh at an hour when you think not. Understand this. Don't let nobody tell you that he's coming at a certain hour. He's coming at this day or that day. Because they asked h.o.d.c a question once he died and rose the third day, walked the earth for for 40 days. They asked him a question in Acts 1 and 6. It said, when they therefore would come together, he done rose on the third day, he done walked the earth for 40 days. They like, man, look here. Acts 1 and 6. When they therefore would come together, they asked of him, saying, Mashiach, Yahushua, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? Well, you know the kingdom was coming to Israel, to the Israelites. He ain't going to say, no, what you talking about? The kingdom coming to everyone. Listen to what he said. And it's very key for you to remember. While no man know the day or time. And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power. Only the Most High know. Only the Most High know. Let no man mislead you and tell you that it's coming this day or that day. Only the Most High know. He ain't the Most High. So he don't know what he's talking about. Look at Matthew 24 and 42. It says, watch therefore. Like he told us to watch, be looking out. You got to know what to look for. These prophecies are being fulfilled. It said, watch therefore, for you know not what hour your master does come. You don't know when the Mashiach shall come. Look at verse 36. Matthew 24:36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man. No, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. So unless you talking to the both sides directly, and he said, hey, he the only one know. Mashiach said he don't even know. He just said, my Father only. That means he don't even know. Don't get it twisted. Let's go back to first Ezra. No, second Ezra. Salakia. Second Ezra, first chapter, verse 32. It says, I send unto you my servants, the prophets, whom ye have taken and slain. We read about that. O Jerusalem, Jerusalem, thou hast slayed the prophets, and torn their bodies in pieces. Man, whose blood I will require of your hands, said the Most High. So, that's what they did. Let's read again, verse 32. I send unto you my servants, the prophets, whom ye have taken and slain, and torn their bodies in pieces, whose blood I will require of your hands, said the Most High. Thus said the Almighty Master, Power. Your house is desolate. I will cast you out as the wind doth stubble, and your children shall not be fruitful. I mean, they're going to have a lot of children, for they have despised my commandment. Hear that? So the children are going to be fruitful because they have despised my commandment and done the thing that is evil before me. Oh, it's cold, boy. Go to Ephesians 6 and 14. We're gonna be, there's a judgment always came down for us being wicked and evil and doing the wrong things in the eyes of the Most High. He told you to see everything. Eyes 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Ephesians 6 and 14. Stand therefore, having your loins girded about with truth. Stand and have your loins girded about with the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Remember Psalms 119, 142? Some of you might have forgot. That righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. So he says, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, which is the truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness. That's why when you look at Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 18. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 18. He shall put on righteousness as a breastplate, and true judgment instead of an helmet. Straight up. Understand this. That's why he said in verse 16 of Ephesians 6, above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. Wisdom of Solomon 5:19. Be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 19. He shall take holiness for an invincible shield. Hear that? You're going to take holiness for an invincible shield. You know what's holy? The law is holy. Romans 7 and 12, remember? He shall take holiness for an invincible shield. To be able to do it. To quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. That's our power, y'all. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Most High. Which was Solomon 4 and 18. The word of the Most High. It says, they shall see him and despise him, but the Most High shall laugh them to scorn, and they shall hereafter be as vile carcass, vile dead bodies, and a reproach among the dead forevermore. For he shall rend them and cast them down headlong, that they shall be speechless, ain't gonna be able to say nothing, and he shall shake them from the foundation, and they shall be utterly laid waste and be in sorrow, and their memorial shall perish, no more remembering of the wicked. And when they cast up the accounts of their sins, they shall come with fear, and their own iniquity shall convince them to their face. Always talking about, it ain't what to me, what to me. It is you. Understand this and overstand this. Look at 1 Peter 1 and 13. 1 Peter, the first chapter, that's judgment, y'all. 1 Peter 1, a righteous judgment at that. 1 and 13. So I say we had that faith in the Most High, that shield and buckler with the laws, keeping the laws of the Most High. You see the result. Be able to see the results of what the wicked going to get. We just read it. It's all over the Bible, but we just read some of it. 1 Peter 1 and 13. Wherefore gird up the loins of your mind the way you think. Be sober. Don't be no drunkard. Can't be getting drunk. Drink in moderation. You got to be sober. Be focused. And hope, have faith to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation, the revealing of Mashiach h.o.i. as obedient children, following the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, not being wicked and evil, and causing evil to come to you because you're doing the things that are contrary to the laws of the Most High. As obedient children, not fashioning yourselves according to the former lust in your ignorance. Oh, you can't be like you was before, he's saying. But as he which hath called you is holy, he that hath called you is holy, so be ye holy in all matter of conversation. In all matter of conversation, be ye holy. Because it is written, be ye holy, for I am holy. See? Gotta understand this. That's why he said in verse 14, as obedient children, not fashioning yourselves according to the former lust in your ignorance. You got to change. You can't be the same way that you always have been. This is supposed to be making you a better person. But he told us for those that are, you know, so inclined to themselves that are just coming into this truth with a lot of sins, and you have, you know, broken the laws of the Most High. Once you see them, hear the laws and go over these laws, you see that you've broken the laws of the Most High. He's telling you this for encouragement. Not you that's sinning willfully. This ain't talking to you. It's talking about the ones that's, like he said, they're dealing with their lust and ignorance and not knowing the laws of the Most High. Acts 17:30. It says, in the times of this ignorance, when you didn't know, the times of this ignorance of the Most High, excuse me, the times of this ignorance, the Most High winked at. He gave you a pass. He gave you mercy and grace. But, that's a condition. Now commanded all men everywhere to repent. You see? You got to repent. Ask for forgiveness for what you have done. You can't just think, oh, I did what I did. He know what I did. He gonna forgive me anyway. No, you got to repent. You got to beg the Most High and cry to the Most High to forgive you. Listen, why? Because he have appointed a day in which he will judge the world in righteousness. And we know that righteousness is Deuteronomy 6:25. The righteousness is the laws of the Most High. By that man who was a Mashiach Yahushua, whom he have ordained, his son, his only begotten son, whereof he have given assurance unto all men, in that he have raised him from the dead. Let you know, he raised the Mashiach Yahushua from the dead, the third day. That's right. Ephesians 5:29. Ephesians 5:29. But no man ever yet hated his own flesh, but nourishes and cherishes it, even as the Most High, the Mashiach inside the church. For we are members of his body, of his flesh, and of his bones. I mean, we same lineage as the Mashiach Yahushua, y'all. Believe that. Revelation 19:7. Revelations 19th chapter and the 7th verse. But he says in Hebrews 7:14, for it is evident that our power sprang out of Judah. He came out of the tribe of Judah. So he come out of the tribe of Judah. He was born from the I don't even know how to, I can't even say, because angels don't have sperm or copulation, so most I say he never called them his son, so that's another topic at hand to be dealt with. Listen. Revelation 19:7. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife hath made herself ready. That's what we do. He said his wife made herself ready. When you read Jeremiah 6:2, the Most High said, I liken the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman, symbolically. You know, because we men, we gonna be men, but symbolically, you know, to make it so that, you know, he's given us to a Mashiach Yahushua. The Mashiach Yahushua is the bridegroom, and we as the Israelites are the wife. The Lamb, or the Most High is the Mashiach Yahushua, and the Most High is giving him for us to be his wife, symbolically. Revelations 21:2. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. See? It's symbolic. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, behold, the tabernacle of the Most High is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and the Most High himself shall be with them and be their power. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I'll make all things new, everything new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful. No more tears, no more sadness, all joy and rejoicing forever and ever and ever. That's what this is all about. But some people, like, they so caught up in the other side of not having any peace that that's what they want. They flaunter into that. Go to First Ezra's, Second Ezra, the first chapter, the 35th verse. It says, Your houses will I give to a people that shall come, which not having heard of me, yet shall believe me, to whom I have showed no signs. So we have showed no signs, yet they shall do that I have commanded them. Hear that? Look at St. John. Going to what they call old Doubting Thomas. St. John 20 and 26. One of the apostles. He wasn't there when the h.o.d.c appeared the first time. And after 8 days, St. John 20 and 26. And after 8 days, again, his disciples were within, and Thomas with them. 8 days later. Then came a h.o.d.c, the doors being shut, and stood in the midst, and said, Peace be unto thee. Peace be unto you. Thaahwam. Then said he to Thomas, Reach hither thy finger, because Thomas wasn't there. This is what he said. Verse 24. But Thomas, one of the 12, called Didymus, was not with them when the h.o.d.c came, as I said. The other disciples therefore said unto him, We have seen the h.o.d.c. But he said unto them, Except I shall see in his hands the print of the nails, and put my finger into the print of the nails, and thrust my hand into his side, I will not believe. Right? And after 8 days again, his disciples were within, and Thomas with them. Then came a h.o.d.c, the doors being shut, and stood in the midst, and said, Peace be unto you. Then said he to Thomas, Reach hither thy finger, and behold my hands, and reach thither thy hand, and thrust it into my side, and be not faithless, but believing. Have faith, he's told him. And Thomas answered and said unto him, Oh, my master and my power. He changed his whole tune now. h.o.d.c said unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed. That's what we're reading about here in 2nd Ezra, first chapter and verse 35. This is us now. Your houses will I give to a people that shall come. We here now. Which not having heard of me, yet shall believe me. To whom I have showed no signs. He ain't showed us no signs like he did back in the day. Yet they shall do that I commanded them. They have seen no prophets. Prophets are all dead. Yet they shall call their sins to remembrance, and acknowledge them. So I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness. And though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the things that I say. So we ain't seen them with bodily eyes, but in spirit we believe the things that he said. Look at 2 Corinthians 5 and 2 Corinthians 5 and 7. 2 Corinthians 5 and 7. Well, we walk by faith. So you got to walk by faith, not by sight. Hebrews 11 and 1. What is faith? You got to walk by faith. What is faith? Hebrews 11 and 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You're saying something that you see is something that you hope for, something that you believe in. That's why I say you have not seen, but you still believe. Romans 10 and 14. Romans 10, 14. Yeah. How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? How you gonna call on someone that you don't even believe in? You don't have faith in. And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? They ain't heard the truth of what this Bible is talking about. And how shall they hear without a preacher? And how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things. Because we know that the end, we just read the end result in Revelations. But they have not all obeyed the gospel. For Isaiah said, Most High, who have believed our report? Who really believed sincerely what it is that we telling them in Israel? So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. So faith come by hearing, but you're not going to understand unless you study the word of the Most High. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, truly. Their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world. We here now. Bringing it. We're in the ends of the world. But I say, did not Israel know? First Moses said, I will provoke you to jealousy by them that are no people, and by a foolish nation I will anger you. What is he talking about? Deuteronomy 32:21. That's what he's saying. That's what he's talking to about. Israel don't want to follow the Most High, so he said he's going to do this to us. Part of the curses. Deuteronomy 32:21. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not the Most High. See, following the idols of the other nations. And like I say, our deeds overpass the deeds of the wicked. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities. See, things that have no value. And I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation. You hear that? That's what he's saying here in Romans the 10th chapter. In verse 19. But I say, did not Israel know? First Moses said, we just read about it, I will provoke you to jealousy by them that are no people. So everybody in this earth, just because you're looking at them, he telling you, what kind of cut is that? These people are no people to the Most High. And by a foolish nation I will anger you. Come on. It can't be no foolish than the nation we under right now, because they done destroyed the water, the food, the land, the air, the people, everybody. But let me show you that we are people as the Israelites. But he said are no people, but we are people. Go to, and this defines who the saints are too, Psalms 148 and 14. He also exalted the horn of his people, the power of his people, Psalms 148, 14. The praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel. Who are we? So they said are no people. These other people he considered no people. I mean, that's like they don't mean nothing to him. Who are we? A people near unto him. Praise ye the Most High. That's just what's written, people. You got to take it or leave it. That's where it is. Romans 10 and 20. Well, let's read 19 again so you see. But I say, did not Israel know? First Moses said, I will provoke you to jealousy by them that are no people. See? You consider these other nations are no people. And by a foolish nation I will anger you. So a foolish nation he's going to anger, make us angry. But Isaiah is very bold and said, I was found of them that sought me not. I was made manifest unto them that asked not after me. But to Israel he said, All day long I have stretched forth my hands unto a disobedient and gainsaying people, rebellious Israelites. Disobedient Israelites and gainsaying people. But they ain't gainsaying on nothing but hell if you don't change. Isaiah 65. All right, go to Isaiah the 65th chapter. Isaiah 55. And 2. I have spread out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people. Like I said, here it is. To a rebellious people, which walketh in the way that was not good. We know what's good. The laws. Romans 7 and 12. Not following the laws of the Most High. After their own thoughts. That's the problem. Say we walking after our own thoughts. A people that proveth me to, a people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face, that sacrifices in gardens and bringeth incense upon altars of brick, which remain among the graves, and lodge in the monuments, which eat swine's flesh, and broth of abominable things is in their vessels, all kind of like the gumbo, all kind of shrimp and crab and lobster and eating catfish and all that stuff. You say, which eat swine's flesh, and broth of abominable things is in their vessels, chitlins and all the manners that our people eat. Which say, stand by thyself. You stand over there. You don't gotta come near me. Don't come by me. Come not near me. See, come not near to me. For I am holier than thou. How you holier than the men and the women that's bringing forth the word of the Most High, understanding this word of the Most High, and you in church? Listen to somebody teach you it's okay to eat shrimp, crab, lobster, oysters, catfish, abominable things where? In their vessels. What the Most High say about them? A people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face, verse 3. That do what? Which eat swine's flesh, and broth of abominable things is in their vessels. Verse 5, which say, stand by thyself, stand by yourself, don't stand by me. Come not near me to me, don't come near to me. For I am holier than thou. These are a smoke in my nose, a fire that burneth all the day. Say, behold, it is written before me, I will not keep silence, but will recompense, even recompense it to their bosom. He said, we're going to get you. Hear this word. Your iniquities and the iniquities of your fathers together, said the Most High, which have burned incense upon the mountains and blasphemed me upon the hills, all the places where we went. Mountains represent kingdoms and little kingdoms. Wherever we went, blaspheme the Most High. Therefore will I measure their former work into their bosom. Nobody getting away with nothing. Nothing, people. Better understand and overstand. Go to Isaiah the 1st chapter. Isaiah the 1st chapter. And we'll read verse 28 to 31. And the destruction of the transgressors and of the sinners shall be together. You hear that? The destruction of the transgressors and of the sinners shall be together. Remember he said all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not prevail or overcome me. Paraphrasing Amos 9 and 10. And the destruction of the transgressors and of the sinners shall be together. And they that forsake the Most High shall be consumed. We already went to that consumed. We went to this already, show you that you're going to be consumed. But they shall be ashamed of the oaks which ye have desired. And there was bowing down the oaks and so forth, trees. And ye shall be confounded, confused for the gardens that ye have chosen. And that behind them gardens, like he tell you, them gardens represent what? Let's go show you what he said in Isaiah 66:15. Says, for behold, Isaiah 66:15, in them gardens, for behold, the Most High will come with fire. He said on Mashak el-Shai with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. He's going to burn a whole lot of people up. Listen, for by fire and by his sword will the Most High plead with all flesh. He bringing fire this time. Ain't no water going to drown nobody. He's going to bring fire. And the slain of the Most High shall be many. Going to kill a lot of people. Who? They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens, like he just said, in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh and the abomination. So you better look at Leviticus 11 chapter and learn what you can eat, what's clean and what's unclean. The abomination, you're going to be, listen, this is what he said, and the abomination and the mouse family, squirrels and coons and possums and rats and mice shall be consumed together, said the Most High. Hear what he said? For I know their works and their thoughts. He know what you think. And he know that you cooking these abominable things in these vessels, in them pots and so forth, in them pans and so forth. So I know their works and their thoughts. He know what you're thinking. He say, I shall come and I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come and see my glory. Thus say the Most High. Going back to Isaiah 1 and 29. For they shall be ashamed. He said they shall be ashamed of the oaks which they have desired. And ye shall be confounded for the gardens that ye have chosen. You know, the gardens eating swine flesh and abomination, and the mouse will be consumed together. We just read about, for ye shall be as an oak whose leaf fadeth, and as a garden that have no water. No garden have no water, going to be dried up. And the strong shall be as tow, and the maker of it as a spark, that's that fire, and they shall both burn together, and none shall quench them. Nobody going to extinguish the fire, y'all. He says none shall quench them. Once you start burning you up, ain't nobody going to quench the fire. Make that fire go out. Be forever and ever and ever. Job 31 and 3. Job 31 and 3. It's not destruction to the wicked. It's not destruction to the wicked, and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity. I mean, you hearing it. If nobody tell you, I'm telling you, you got to hear it. Somebody got to tell you. You got to know. So you can change. Or you remain the same and be thrown in the lake of fire. And that destruction comes. Or you die and be thrown in it whenever he bring the judgment. First Ezra, first chapter, 38, 39, 40 verse. And now, brother, behold, what glory, the kingdom, and see the people that cometh from the east, unto whom I will give for leaders. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Hosea, Amos, and Micah, Joel, Obadiah, and Jonah, and Nahum, and Rebecca, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi, which is called also an angel of the Most High. You see? So, they coming in the kingdom, y'all. We got to be ready, though. We got to be prepared. But see, you got to look at why people don't consider all this that's I went over and going over and trying to get them to see the light. Why not? Go to the answers are here. Is just just stuck on trying to be caught up in what the world has us doing in error. For real, people. This is serious as can be. Go to Proverbs 24:7. Wisdom is too high for a fool. He opened not his mouth in the gate. He ain't trying to come to the leaders to listen to the leaders that the Most High have on these last days, bringing forth this truth. That's why I say wisdom is a proper application of knowledge. Is too high for a fool. He opened not his mouth in the gate. The gates are where the leaders were. It's like hip talk. Just letting you know the leaders are the ones that's bringing forth this truth. They don't want to come. They're a fool. That's why he call you a fool. Look at Proverbs 24:1-2. It say, be not thou envious against evil men. An evil man is someone that's not doing the laws of the Most High and doing things that are contrary to the laws of the Most High. Neither desire to be with them. Hear that? Neither desire to be with them. So they're not in the truth, but you want to run to them? It says, for their heart, their mind studieth destruction. Their mind studieth destruction. And their lips talk of mischief. Their lips, what they talk about is of mischief and destruction. It's mainly going to be for you. Especially you've been called, the Most High had taken the time to call you. That's why he said in 2 Ezra 9:22, he said, let the multitude perish then. Let the multitude of my people perish then. And the multitude of people, period, perish. Which was born in vain. That's a deep statement. Because we looking at you trying to make someone righteous and they born in vain. He said, and let my grape be kept. That's one grape out of a cluster. Let my grape be kept, and my plant, one plant out of all the plants, and my plant, for with great labor have I, the Most High, made it perfect. That's honor and dishonor. Straight up. So, looking at Proverbs 24:1-2, it says, be thou not envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them. That's those that are not in the truth, not following the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. For their heart studieth destruction, their mind studieth destruction, going to destroy you, and their lips talk of mischief. What they're talking about, the worldly things. Therefore, make you at war with the Most High, make you be the enemy of the Most High. You think everything is cool? It ain't cool. Straight up, here to warn you. When you start bringing that wrath, you know you can do. You know nobody can pray for you. You can't nobody do nothing. You can't stop the wrath of the Most High, the destruction of the Most High, the woe that He's talking about, bringing on this earth and to the people. You want to be where you can no more sadness, no more pain and suffering, none of that. That's worth all. Proverbs 26:11. Proverbs 26:11. Why don't our people consider this? It says, as a dog returneth to his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly.